to Mucky Hope Productions, and I'm V. We are graced by the man, the myth, the legend, Mucky Hope himself, sitting in the wrong position for me to be hosting. This feels very weird. I feel like you should be.
Hey, if I do
switched. Oh,
there we go.
Whoa.
I was worried you're going to cancel the live again.
Yeah, I thought it'd be gone and we're gone.
Yeah, the last live I have done, I accidentally cancelled the whole live. Yeah,
that was
by doing something similar to that.
I was in Sydney. That was when I was still in Sydney. Now I'm back in New Zealand. Crazy.
Yeah. Well, guess who is in Sydney? Michelle!
Oh.
Yay! Yes, I am, and I'm on holiday, so life is good.
Oh, yes, the school holidays.
Can I just say, I am not happy about the school holidays. And let me quickly vent about this, Michelle. All right? You bloody teachers don't do any hard work anymore.
There we go.
Let me tell you where the hard work really is. Working in
Why
retail.
didn't you say this to my face when you were here?
It's because I needed you to pay for dinner that one night. And so so let me tell you this amount of kids I've had to be like, excuse me, mate, you can't run there. You bloody make a cut on your forehead and stuff. And then parents get mad at me because you don't tell my kids what to do. Well, how about you be a better parent? Gosh.
I do agree.
I do agree. Kind of line up, like on my break, I have half an hour, right? I spend 20 minutes in queue grabbing a 750 milliliter bottle of chocolate milk. It's never like that when all the kids are in bloody school, Michelle.
I agree.
Yeah,
I work from home, and at the moment I'm working from home with a 7-year-old as well. So it's
no. V, no. Do COVID and teach.
That would have ended me
at home as well.
That would have ended me.
I was first year uni student during COVID, and I had a blast of a time. I reckon you teachers just like to complain,
See, I had a 1-year-old. He was easy during COVID.
Yeah.
1-year-old, I can entertain by myself, but a 7-year-old, I can't entertain by myself.
Yeah.
Ellen.
Let's move on from that nightmare.
Hi, Ellen. Hi, everyone. How that snake challenge got through the insurance company. I feel like all bets are off. All bets are off since I'm a celebrity. Get me out of here. Anyway, we're back at the virtual pit stop. So that means it's the same day. No, this is a big day.
Yeah, it's usually the same day. Yeah.
Oof.
Keep going.
Oof. So the route info, catch a bus to Colombo, to the Red Moss to find their next clue. And guess what bus they get, Mucky, to go to Colombo? The Venga bus.
Colombo bus. The Venga bus. The Venga bus. The Venga bus. The Venga bus.
It's not actually the Venga bus. Yeah. But see, that's what I picture the Venga bus looks like. So I was like, or as Gretel put it, what was it? A festival of busdom. Which
it was amazing. I have been on a bus like that in Sydney. It was for one of the races, and the challenge was you had to get on the bus and karaoke one of the songs, and then you were allowed to get off the bus. And the bus just kept doing this loop because people had to get off where they got on. It was so much fun.
Now in New Zealand, we don't have something like the bus, but something we do have is the bear cycle, where it's actually like a ginormous like bicycle with like a huge table and everyone spread around it, and you have like bottomless like beer. You can have as much beer as you want, but you got a cycle that blasts rock music. I've never done it, but I really want to do it. Yeah.
I mean, what's drinking without being a massive traffic hazard as well?
I mean, hey, would you rather?
On your own?
I mean, would you rather we drink and be right behind the wheel, or drink and have to cycle?
Drink and just be crying on your couch. That's no. Do I lie?
I think it's such a spectacle, though. I'm going to have to Google this. You're such a spectacle that people just go part the waters for you. You just
exactly. Yeah, there's so much swerving on the road with this giant table full of beer and everyone's cycling. It's so good.
happening behind it as it weaves its way.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
So the next challenge, did you cop a look at what the name of the challenge was?
No, I didn't.
It's a good one. It's a good one.
No.
Hit the road, jackfruit.
Why have I written this down?
Hit the road, jackfruit.
Hit the road, jackfruit.
I tell you what, the names of the route infos and everything were good this week. They were good this week.
Them.
I do love them. They are the light in my life. Those little hit the road jackfruit. Shut up. That's so good. So
can we talk about Aisha on the bus though, or Aisha on the bus?
I adore that woman. I always will talk about that woman.
She said when Gretel sat in front, she was put out because Gretel should be sitting behind her because they came first. And she said something like, "We're not allowed to break their necks." But, you know, I just love that. But some of the viewers were like, "Oh, I don't like Aisha now because she said that." I'm like,
"Oh, because she's a Kiwi. That's why."
Yeah, exactly.
I hate her because she's a Kiwi. No, but I do have some good quotes as well from Bo. Actually, this is probably my favorite thing that Bo has done. First of all, he's explaining like a video game to one of the guys. He's like, "I never wanted to play Origins, but," and the guy's like, "I don't know what you're talking about." And then as he's moving the jackfruit, he drops it, and then he's like, "Oh shit," and he says, "How do I say that wasn't my fault?" As he continues to drop jackfruit.
I loved the he does the big, we'll get to it, the fire dance, and then it's like a pose, and he goes, "Am I still alive?" That killed me. That had me. So we're delivering the jackfruit in. I tell you what, like this is my nightmare, Michelle. That challenge. That's my nightmare.
That's not the nightmare. The nightmare's coming up. This one is okay.
Just all those people. Just oh my God.
Oh yeah, no, that's fun because all the people can then help you put the jackfruit back on if it falls off.
Well, exactly. See, that's what I was going to ask. Did Gretel and Epiphany kidnap a local? Is that what happened?
Well, sometimes they do. There was kind of a dude with them. Yeah,
I think that's the strategy. That's a good idea. Kidnap a local that can kind of speak English and be like, "Help, help, help."
Yeah.
So I thought that was just terrific. Now, am I allowed to? I
tell them that how you say help is by saying, "I'm having fun."
What? How do you say help in Sri Lankan? Fun.
I don't know. I'm not Sri Lankan.
Hey Siri, how do you say help in Sri Lankan?
I can't translate into Sri Lankan.
Okay, so moving on.
Hey, I just thought of something. You know when Bo, he made all the jackfruit fall over. Like he was trying to catch one and then another went and then just they all went, right? I was in some really, really obscenely expensive shop in Sydney. And I don't normally go into these shops, but a friend wanted to go in. She was given a gift voucher, so she had to go in this shop. And I went in and I touched something on a display. And these things were tall. And yes, I was like Bo. I literally, the whole shop turned around. I don't know what it was. It was like Hermes or it was just an insane amount of stuff that I made fall all over the floor. And it's still talked about at work now. And the trauma came back to me just then.
See, that's when you have to go and move to Sri Lanka.
I can't even go past that corner anymore in Sydney.
No. Well,
also,
Ellen,
how you say it is Udwag Karana. Something like that. UDAWKARANNA. Udwag Karana.
Hey, no need to spell it. I'm sure you nailed it. I'm sure you got it.
Hopefully. Sure you did it.
That's right. Ellen described a good play. Aisha and partner getting the truck to move, and Millsy and Georgie just going straight through. Yeah, that was a good play. It was. So Rob and Georgie nailed that one mainly because Aisha and Scott gave them the Stephen Bradbury go through. Yeah. And we got to the detour. Cuppa and cracker. Memorize the tea order from a table of 6, automatically no. And cook egg hopper, 8 perfect ones. Which one would you choose, Mucky?
I mean, egg's not that hard. Well, she's like, oh, I did MasterChef. It's like, no, you didn't. No.
But I'm assuming she's a chef. I don't actually know her background very much, but I'm assuming she's a chef.
I think, I mean, like, I would have done the cooking because, especially like not knowing what tea is what, you go in, having to like taste all the different teas, that would have been so hard. So I personally would have gone for the egg. So,
well, see, I don't drink tea, so I wouldn't know which any of them were. But Michelle, I feel like in the past with Amazing Race, those challenges are never easy, where you have to. People think, oh, we're just doing memorizing an order, but it's like,
both of those challenges are a nightmare for me, and I would let my partner choose, only because the tea. Just mention the word tea and Amazing Race, I'm taken back to a diabolical tea challenge where they had to recognize all these teas. And it ended up getting one team eliminated because they just couldn't do it. And it was just a nightmare. And then cooking, there's so many variables that can go wrong with cooking. And remembering, let alone remembering an order, anything where you have to remember an order and lots of people, not great. So I probably would have sided on the tea side, but be traumatized all the way through. I actually thought of you because someone said, oh, we've got to start with that guy with the glasses. And straight away I thought of you with the 3-legged boy. And we've got to go around from the start and remember. But then when they said, can we take your order? That person didn't start the order. And I'm like, oh, this just stuffs everything up.
See, what I would have done is I would have told my partner, all right, so you remember these people on this side.
3, yes.
Yeah.
And I would remember the other one, focus specifically and divide and conquer. Yeah.
And that's easier than one person doing it, like if it's a roadblock. And normally in the US, they have to do that as a one-person roadblock. But this was a lot easier. They could do 3 and 3.
Well, they're celebrities.
Manageable.
We can't make it too hard on the celebrities. Bless them.
Yeah. Michelle, we can't give them easy logic, okay? The celebrities. Yeah.
They've never made tea in their life. Actually, no, these celebrities have.
Well, you think Aisha would be really good at this challenge because she serves people all the time. And alternately, you'd think Melissa would be good at the cooking because she sees people cook all the time. And they both had such a hard time. They were the last to leave, both of them. This is like a challenge where there was a singer and they actually, in the US version, they were the worst at the singing challenge. Obviously, your profession does not help you.
Well, I think that's the thing. And I think Mel summed it up when Stephen said, what's in the box, mystery box? And she said, my dignity. Because the pride that was lost this week with both of them. But also, I doubt Aisha's memorizing tea. She'd be in charge of where stuff is,
Yeah.
But also, I would like just to have a hill to die on at the moment. I don't like it. I don't like it when waiters memorize my order. I don't like it.
No,
it makes me uncomfortable. So they come and they're just like, "Hi, what will you have?" And you tell them, and they don't write it down. They're just like, "Yep." And you?
Oh, okay.
I'm like, no. Have an iPad, have a writing pad. Have something like that, because I now am sitting here thinking I'm not going to get my order because I'm sure she's lovely, but I don't know what her memory is like.
When you said I don't like it when waiters memorize my order, I was thinking, well, how else are they supposed to get your order? But then I realized, oh wait, you mean not write it down? Okay.
They write it down, and I love that. I am the only person on this entire planet that loves the QR code at the table. I love that.
Yeah, I think you are that person.
I know I'm the only person. I love that.
I've actually got a very funny story to share actually about waiters memorizing orders. So there's this one Italian restaurant in Parnell right here in Auckland. It's called La Porchetta, my favorite restaurant of all time. You get to customize your pasta with all the different meals. So if you want spaghetti bolognese, it's turning into an ad. If you want spaghetti bolognese, you can literally exchange it for fettuccine or penne. delicious, amazing, do whatever you want. But I go there all the time. I really do. Even just all by myself, I'll go there. And when I'm by myself, I feel lonely. So I chat up with the waiters. I'll chat with the staff there, right? Like I know some of them pretty well. However, they know me a bit too well. And so I went on a Tinder date and she wanted to pick the restaurant and she literally picked La Porchita. And just being nice, I was like, oh, I've never been here before, but I love Italian food. Let's go. And so anyways, we went there and the waiter that served us was someone who I've chatted to a lot. She knew that I was podcasting. She knows what I do for work. She knows my full name. God. And she was like, hey, Michael, so will that be the meatballs with fettuccine with extra cheese? And I was like, oh, sorry, I think you've got the wrong Michael. And she was like, no, stop it.
Oh,
anyway, so was the podcast going. And I just mentioned the podcast to this chick. And unfortunately, we did not go on a second date because she thought I was lying about everything, which, you know, makes sense.
Kind of were.
But yeah, I was. But yeah, waiters memorizing stuff. Yeah, it's a curse.
They should have just forgotten you. And Ellen makes the point, this is already going so far off track because Mucky is back and Leonie isn't here. What do you mean Leonie is not here? No, Leonie had a working emergency. She's not here this evening. Bless her.
Yeah.
Bless her.
So I just step in as the superstar because, you know,
exactly.
Leonie is a superstar. Let's be real. I love Leonie. She's great.
Exactly. We need to have, I mean, Michelle and I alone are not enough to draw a crowd. We need either LJ or Mucky, apparently. So, anyway, so we saw a lot of pride being smashed like the eggs in the egg hopper, which the egg hopper looked really good. I do love eggs. Eggs are sick, man.
I love eggs. And when the show finished, I had to cook a fried egg. I had to eat egg.
Yeah. Well, what's the batter? I was wondering what the batter was. Did they say what that is? That just like a flour?
I've got the recipe on the group. It's actually for the batter to be exactly like it should be. It's supposed to be like fermented for 12 hours.
Oof! Why is everyone fermenting everything?
I know. Yeah, I don't know. Maybe it makes it crispier or something.
I was kind of hoping it was
flour and water. But it's not flour and water. It's something else. I was
kind of hoping it was like a French toast sort of situation where there was some sort of sugary
it's fermented
pancake.
Rice flour. It's rice flour.
Oh, come on, guys.
God, okay. Jeez.
Why do we have to ferment everything? Now it doesn't sound delicious. Although having said that, I'd probably try it and love it. But I think we need to stop fermenting. I think we need to stop fermenting everything. I don't even know if that's...
Stop fermenting, everyone. Yes, stop fermenting.
What is you and your big mics? You've both got big mics.
Big mic.
Yeah.
That is big a mic.
It is, and I've got it on an
We've got the same mic, don't we?
Probably. I don't want to say the brand name unless they give us some money or some.
Yeah, exactly. Sponsor us, and we'll say the name. Even if it's not the right one, we'll still say it.
Yeah. It's Yeti.
Yeah.
How can Mel show her face on MasterChef again? Lol, just kidding. I feel bad for her. I know. I think that's the thing that I think Mel learnt a lesson, how much stress can screw up your skill set. And I mean, that's what we see on MasterChef all the time. Or we would if I watched it. I haven't watched it for about a decade, but I'm sure that's still what happens. I don't know. Yeah. Someone in chat, correct me if I'm wrong. Anyway, Rob and Georgie finished first, and because they were doing did they do the cracker or the cuppa? Oh no, they did the cuppa. That's right, because they love tea.
Cuppa.
And so then we have Smash and Grab, which is also not as good a title, but still quite good. I only caught the first. There was one I only caught the first name of it, and I think it was this one where it's Kinamati something.
Kanmati Bindina?
Yes.
Something.
Yes.
I sort of wrote it phonetically and then I couldn't find it on the internet because I'd spelt it so badly. Like I couldn't find it.
And this looked fun. This is like Amazing Race if it was like a year 12 retreat or something.
Yeah.
Where there's no skill, no stakes, not hard, easy to do.
Yeah.
Sorry, my dog is grunting next to me. It's freaking me out. Long story short, I just got a new cat, and so I'm worried that she's growling at the cat. Anyway, not because the other cat died. The other cat didn't die. It's just
the other cat from last week is still.
He's still around. I was thinking that. I was like, oh God, did your cat die?
No,
and you immediately got a new one after it died?
No, Summer, leave that cat alone. Oh my God. That cat from last week is still alive. He is 1,000 years old, and I have to say he was unconscious for about 3 minutes on Saturday. So,
okay.
I thought he was gone. He passed out. This is a giant. He passed out on me, and I was with my father. My father happened to be over. We're reading him his last rites. Basically, we're like, this cat's going.
Gosh.
And then he just starts back up again, and he's absolutely fine. So,
okay.
Anyway, we do have an additional cat. Was that a good idea or not? Chat can let me know. But that is what I did. I got an additional cat. Not because of the old cat, just anyway. So, smash a pot and find a race token.
Anyways, moving on.
Anyway.
Not a token. You have to get the envelope comes out.
Yeah.
But they called it a race token. They called it a race.
It's the envelope.
It's an envelope. It was a mini envelope. Mini envelope. It wasn't the big one. It was the mini one that they exchanged for the big one.
Yes.
Yeah. And I just wrote amazing.
Yes.
Is that because it's an amazing race?
It's an amazing race, and that was a challenge that I felt like I could do and have fun doing.
Pinata. It's like pinata.
Yeah, it is pinata. Yeah.
Except why did Leah make Melissa stand directly underneath what she was going to hit, so it hit her in the head? Like,
that was rough.
Yeah, maybe it's too advanced for year 12s on retreat, but and I quite liked that Scott was like, Aisha's like, is that the clue? And Scott's like, I don't know, we'll just dig through and see. And I'm like, dude, help her. But anyway, I want to make the point about the vet hospitality course that got Luke and Sassy Scott through.
They smashed it.
The hoppers.
The hoppers.
That they went past the master chef herself. Thank you, vet hospitality course. I could not believe that actually worked out at some point. I don't know. I don't know if it's a generational thing, but I was, as a millennial, triggered by the term vet hospitality course.
Yeah. I mean, honestly, like food tech does so much for you, like I've learned so much about like cooking and stuff, all just through high school. Not because I researched any recipes or anything. It's just through high school. So, and plus it was one of 2 subjects that actually made me pass high school. So
I think that's why I'm triggered, because that's what those subjects were for. No,
no, I literally in year 13, so my final year of high school, I was like, I don't care about math. Like I tried in math, but I naturally sucked at it. English, I was like, I already speak English. I literally I did tourism. Well. I did tourism because none of my other subjects lined up with that slot that I wanted to do, and drama. And so literally I was like, I'm just going to go ham on drama and food tech. And those were literally the only 2 things I did to pass the year, and I still passed. So,
exactly.
Take that, fellow high school students, you can still pass with only 2 subjects.
Exactly.
Yeah. You just have to make sure you pass everything, because if you fail one thing, then it's a pretty rough road from there.
Well, that's what vet hospitality is for. You get a job in hospitality, I'm assuming.
Yeah.
I've always been too frightened for hospitality. I've never worked in it. I love that we've gone so far off that this is the naturally sucked at it. It's one of your favorite quote. Like we don't even have people in the chat saying anything anymore because it's just gone nonsense up in here. Please tell us you're still alive. So we find Bo at the pit stop. Now, which one was this? Was this the beach?
The beach.
This was with all the kids on the beach.
Yeah, the kids.
And he loved them. And he said one of them, there's always one I was that guy at school, and I can see Bo being that kid at school.
And there were no little Johnnies with 3 arms there either.
No.
So,
they're a cute bunch of kids.
I mean, and Bo can talk to anyone. Like, he's excellent at it. And we got a Rob and Georgie win, which we weren't anticipating on our little chart. And we had a predetermined non-elimination round, and I no longer trust Bo, and I'm sure I'm late to the party for every Amazing Race fan. You don't trust him until he says, you have been eliminated, you are going home, because the web he wove with this of like, oh, people who don't like you, it's really sad for the people who don't like you because you're staying.
Yeah.
And I'm sure Isha and Scott were like, what? Is that what? So what? Are we saying? Yes. Because I would be. We'll see, Ellen, you were right. Yes, Rob and Georgie. I told you. Oh.
Yeah.
They were going to win last week. Did we
how
listen to Ellen? No.
You guys should always listen to Ellen, I'm telling you.
Ellen knows. This was called Production is Freaking Out that we lost 2 teams.
Yeah.
Do you think that was the case, that this was a not predetermined elimination round, but a day before predetermined elimination round?
No, I think they do say if it's predetermined, they do say it's predetermined. I think what they're going to have to do, if they want it, they're going to have to do another one. They're going to have to make it a keep on racing. They just can't.
Yeah. Well,
it's just
they had two episodes back to back where someone wasn't eliminated for coming last. 2 episodes back to back.
They're supposed to have 15 legs, so that's normally 15 episodes. We're on episode 9. We have 6 more episodes left with only
5 teams.
5 teams? How?
Yeah, that's crazy.
Like,
production,
how are you doing it? Like, how?
Let's just skip to the last episode and go, it's the end.
Honestly, it's just going to have to be like virtual pit stop. Hey, guess what, guys? There's another virtual pit stop. Just like,
yes. No. It's a nightmare.
Yeah.
They'll just have
production of this one.
They'll just have a week where there's absolutely no stakes in the race. It's just like, we're all just doing it for the fun of it now, guys.
Honestly, but like, wouldn't that be a great week of episodes though? Like hear me out, right? It'll piss off a lot of fans, right? But I feel like if Bo's like, look, guys, because of all the the medical issues and stuff, then people leaving, we have to have like a non-elim week. So how about you guys just enjoy this part of the race, and it becomes more about the experience of the culture and stuff like that? Because I mean, I know you guys were talking a little bit about it last week because I come and go. I keep an eye on you guys, but I keep an eye on. I literally turned on one of the podcasts and Michelle was stuffing herself with mousse, and I was like, "What the hell was going on?"
Which one was that?
But I feel like because a big part of the Amazing Race, especially for me, for my enjoyment, is like seeing all these new cultures and new places. Like, I don't know if I'll ever go to Kathmandu. I don't know if I'm, there's places I want to go. Like Sri Lanka's not at the top of my list. Maybe I'll get hit by a truck tomorrow. And
you're not allowed to go to Kathmandu anyway because you work for Macpac.
Yeah, exactly. I'm going to Macpac anyways. But so it's like it'll be like really great. Like even just having an episode, even though it might be super boring for like all the super fans out there who want to see people get eliminated. But just people like really learning and experiencing the culture and stuff like that, like the fire dance, like learning, obviously just jumping ahead a wee bit, but like learning how to like properly do that and stuff. And
Having said that on RuPaul's Drag Race All Stars, they had no eliminations. They just had a winner. So they did the whole season. No one was eliminated. They basically built up points to determine the winner. So it's not.
No, I don't like that. No, I don't like that. I've done a race like that. It's really not good.
Yeah.
The point thing. I hate it.
Like, I think if it's for like a 1 week kind of thing, then it's fine because at least it's like a one and done. You get what I mean? But if it was like for a whole season, it's like,
no.
You know.
Yeah. Well, we are in Sigiriya.
Something like that.
Yeah, that's pretty spot on.
Sri Lanka.
Sigiriya.
It was the center of power. 1500.
Yes.
No.
I would have immediately dropped out of the race at this point when it said route info, travel by rock, climb the summit. Then I would have gone, no, I drop out climbing the summit. When the word summit is used and not like hill, even mountain, I would prefer
it was
summit.
only 5,000 steps. Actually, in Melbourne,
in a bucket.
In Melbourne, there's a hike called 1,000 Steps, and I did that hike while I was there, and it was only in the last 100 steps I was like, oh, my legs are not really enjoying this because I love hiking and stuff, but 5,000, yeah, that'd be pretty tough, I reckon.
No, yeah, but, I'm glad they're allowed to leave their. They left their bags down the bottom, except for the curries. They started walking with them, and then all of a sudden they didn't have them anymore. So did they throw them over the edge? Did someone take them back down for them?
Just booted it down the steps. Well, especially with is it Stephen's knee? My Lord, if anything was going to cause problems.
Yeah.
Lordy, they get. Okay, we have another the route info name. We have another one. Did anyone else write it down?
Yes.
We have another one.
Hysteria.
Hysteria. Yeah, that was pretty good.
And I still want to believe that Bo is the one that's writing these because I just like to. That's the type of mystical canon that I like to put behind these type of shows. That Bo is sitting down going, hysteria. Yeah.
I'll let you have it.
Yes, thank you. Pull a token, and this was a token, this one.
Yes.
Out of the snaky basket. And I have to say, I adore snakes. I don't have one, but I love them because they're too hard to take care of, not because I love that. And they had the cutest little snaky faces, and they were so cross. And oh my God, I adore them.
I don't have a problem with snakes either.
How TF did this get past insurance and the celeb managers? Well, we've seen worse on I'm a Celeb, Get Me Out of Here. So I wonder if it's.
I mean, Alan, what you're also forgetting is that this is the Amazing Race. Even though I still haven't seen the season, people had to. What did they have to do again with the teeth one? Did they have to pull teeth out? They bloody had to examine the teeth
again.
It's like they've done horrible things, and so you know. If you're going on the Amazing Race, expect some pretty messed up stuff,
I've heard that I read somewhere that in India, places like that, especially if they're entertainment type places, they take the fangs out of them. Now, I cannot say whether this is what happened with the challenge. I don't know. But I was still screaming. And my daughters came out of their bedrooms wondering what the hell was going on because I was screaming at these people. Why they had the snake here and they were like their partner was coaxing them with the thing and then they were still putting their hand in front of the snake's face. I'm like, what? Why are you doing that? Why? Why aren't you coming in from the side? What are you doing? What?
When I was a little girl, on a tangent, when I was a little girl and I loved kittens, I'd have scratches all up my arms. I would have fang marks all up my arm because I'd be like trying to touch them so much and be like, yeah, it'd be a real problem. And I'd be like, it really hurts.
Can I tell you what came up on I didn't watch TikTok, but something came up on TikTok today. Something took me to TikTok and it was a girl making a cobra's face with two hands, and I couldn't do it fast enough to try and work out how she did it. Oh. It was like, oh my God. I'm like, how did that come up when I don't even look at TikTok and I'm about to talk about cobras?
I'm gonna make something rude. And it was so cute.
So cute. Anyway.
Bo said they had fangs. Well, if Bo said they had fangs, the executive producer mad scientist behind the Amazing Race, Bo.
Yeah.
We also found out that Rob's 3 things about spiders being wet and snakes.
Well, can I just say it's like with snakes and spiders, right? For example, like I'm not arachnophobia, is that what it's called? Like, you know, I don't have a phobia for spiders, but sometimes you see a giant bloody spider and you're like, oh my god, there's a giant spider, you know? And
I don't like being surprised.
Exactly.
I actually don't like being surprised by snakes either, especially as we all know, if we see a snake in the wild in Australia, chances are it's not great. No. So it's not one that you're going to grab. I will handle pet snakes till the day I die. It's fine.
Yeah, I've held lots of snakes, but you don't just suddenly pick them up, just random snakes. And spiders I'm okay with, except for huntsmen, because they chase me. But otherwise...
Yeah, I didn't want to stress Michelle out even more when I went on my hike in the middle of nowhere, but I actually went off trail in the Blue Mountains, Michelle. And I only realized afterwards how much of a stupid idea that was. Because essentially I was trying to go to like the steepest railway in the world.
Yeah, that's
and
good.
It's like I was like here. So imagine my microphone's I was here. And it was like a big loop around to get to here. I could see the other side. So I was like, why don't I just save time and I just cut right on through? Thankfully, I was fine. But it's only afterwards I was like, oh gosh, that could have been, hey, Michelle, I've been bitten by a snake. I need you to come pick me up. I'm at the bottom of the Blue Mountain.
See, it's a problem with you Kiwis. Like, unless you're tap dancing around an active volcano that is erupting, you don't see danger. Yeah. I don't think you even see danger in the active volcano that is erupting. You're just like, well, it's a bit hot up here. Like, it's...
oh, gee, it's feeling a little bit too hot, eh? Oh, bro, it's fine.
Bit too hot, bro. Up on this, on this volcano. Speaking of bit too hot, fire dance or fire mask, we have the age-old Amazing Race of the 3 seasons I have watched, which is either learn a dance or do something that needs to be finicky and perfect and copy a thing and then do it. And I think we had sort of more people going to the mask. Is that what you would have chosen, Michelle?
Dance looked a lot easier.
Did look easier.
I probably would have done dance because painting normally it's quite big. Like, you know, they had to paint the doors in that other country. Like, it's usually quite involved painting. It's not just something easy.
So, and it's always has to be perfectly memorized. No. Yeah. And what about you, Mucky?
Well, you know, as what Aisha and Scott said, you know, they talked about, you know, with like the poi, but with me, it was learning the taiaha. So part of like Māori culture, the main weapon is actually a taiaha. It's like a spear. And at Mount Maunganui College, my first high school I went to, we actually had to learn how to do all the different like battle stances and stuff with the taiaha, all the different like Māori, like sort of like sayings, growls, and sort of like ha, like that kind of stuff. And even with like the poise, we learned how to sing like a waiata with them, many different like multicultural dances and stuff as well. So yeah, the dance would have been a piece of cake, really.
Well, yeah, exactly. I think there's that sort of... I was surprised that Rob didn't choose, considering he's 1, colorblind, and 2, has dance training, which didn't help him last time, but
no.
I'm surprised they didn't choose the fire dance. Maybe it's because of what happened last time.
Yeah, I think so.
And he was like, I'm going to embarrass myself. I was wondering about the strategy of painting the 2 things. We saw a lot of people at the start doing it at once at the same time. And like Gretel and Epiphany, they're both, one's right-handed, one's left-handed, and so they're bumping.
Yeah.
And my temptation was like, just sit someone down, do the face, sit the other person down and do the headdress. Like, no, like that makes more sense than trying to do it at once. No,
I think one of them, I don't know who it was, but one of the teams literally did the red base on the face and the other one did the yellow on the headdress. And then they started. Yeah. And I think that was good.
Yeah.
Had some sort of strategy going there.
But doing it at the same time, I was just like, guys, just sit down one thing at a time and do it fast. Oh, here we go. Ellen queries, didn't they have to do them both at the same time? And I think that's the thing.
I didn't say they had to. They just, one's face painted had to be done, face painting, and the other one, it had to be the headdress. I don't think it specified they have to do it at exactly the same time.
It was interesting. We saw a little bit of that with Aisha and Scott. I can't remember which challenge, but someone offered to give them a ride, or they asked directions. It may have been at the start of this episode. Asked for directions, and they said, no, we have to walk. We have to do it. Yeah. And you sort of see that there are sort of, and I don't know if that's on their initial card.
It's usually on the card, walk to or take a bus to. It will say exactly how they have to travel somewhere.
So do you think
sometimes they can take a taxi or a cab if it says walk to, sometimes. But if it's like public transport, like train, bus, they have to take those things.
Do you think that they would be stopped by production if they attempted to, or would they just do it but be eliminated? Or
well, the US season, you get a penalty at the mat.
Right.
For doing the wrong
celebs, they just tap them on the shoulder and say, don't.
Yeah.
Gotta walk it. Leah and Scott have a speed bump. The tire on the tuk-tuk is flat, which they seem to get over that really easy. That whole speed bump, that was hardly an inconvenience. And we see, much to Michelle's disgust, probably Stephen and Bernie take a 30-minute penalty timeout.
But there was a reason for it, because he had to twist around, I suppose,
Yeah.
And I guess at that point, it would take longer to change to fire mask. Sorry, Mucky?
What I reckon is just take a concrete pill and harden up. You're going to win the show. You're going to win a lot of money for your charity and stuff. Then you're going to come home and be like, dang, I've done something to my knee. It's only a couple of weeks.
What if his kneecap is around the side of his leg?
I mean, isn't that weird? I mean, as long as it's, as long as it's sort of like around the same area, you get what I mean?
Jeez.
It just needs to be on the leg, Michelle.
Just keep on walking. Yeah. No, what you do is you just twist. If your kneecap is twisted around to the side of your knee, you walk with that part still facing forward. And then you just walk normally.
Yeah.
Yeah. Come on, Michelle. See, I failed biology and I know this.
Jesus.
I think that's another quote. I failed biology and I know this, after saying something that is outrageously wrong.
Yeah.
And then we get to the pit stop, the Pidurangala pit. I'm saying things like, I've got such an Aussie way of saying it's not Indigenous language, it is Sri Lankan. Pidurangala ruins. It just sounds Indigenous Australian when I say it. But it's in Sri Lanka. It's not in Australia. It is not an Indigenous word. And I just let's eliminate someone. Let's go. Someone has to go home.
Come
on. And we see Aisha and Scott took it out, which was not on our bingo card either.
Oh my God. They were last and then they came first.
I mean, that was a really good performance. They turned that around. They had the speed bump. They had and it was just all about Aisha and the tuk-tuk going, and they got there.
Yeah.
So
it was once again like the Moldy chance. She was doing the haka on the way there,
Exactly. And the foot race between Sassy, Scott, and Mills, that was like a flying finish, literally, from Georgie, just hitting the deck of the mat. And Ellen, if he was on production, she'd be like, everyone goes home every week.
See, if I was in a foot race and Michelle was next to me, I'd just trip her over.
Because she would have tripped you already.
I wouldn't let myself be that vulnerable, but I was close someone who was going to trip me
I would have dived in for the ankle tap, you know.
See, Mucky, Michelle's like a polar bear. By the time you've seen her, you've already lost.
True. Yeah.
Do you know how many people are like you and say they would do this to me, they would do that to me, they would do anything? I'm like, this is great. I've got all this fodder in my brain of how people try and do stuff.
I just think it'd just be so fun if we're on Survivor together. Oh, it was so fun if we vote Michelle off first. You know,
you'd be gone.
Or the Amazing Race is Michelle's favorite show, so let's intentionally sabotage Michelle as much as we can, so that she's gone in the first week. Yeah,
I just love if you two were on a tribe together and you lost the challenge, but Mucky was really, really strong, and Michelle's just like, we've got to vote him off. Why? Just don't like him.
He said my name. He's gone. He
just can't. Exactly. I can't with this guy.
Yeah.
Anyway, here we go. Sharing the screen to my approved-ish tier ranking. And yes, we had Mel and Leah in next to go, and they have been removed. Yes, see, it's not small, Mucky. You can take your face back. Take it back.
Yeah, I
do not even pretend.
I literally just had to put the stream in full screen.
Well, fine. Do what you've got to do.
Mucky, how old are you? You are not 60 years old. I can see it.
Like it's all the jet lag, you know. It's been
after a week.
After 2 weeks, still the jet lag, you know. Yeah.
Okay. Who are we having winning next week?
So I mean,
who do we put next to go? Like, seriously, who?
Oh, I feel like
probably
Luke and Sassy Scott have been on borrowed time since the very beginning.
Nah, I would put Luke and Sassy Scott in Amazing Races.
Oh,
that's right. I'll put them. I reckon
they are Amazing Races. They're still there, despite saying they wouldn't be.
And I think Rob and Georgie have been doing really, really well recently. So I would put them as next week's.
Yeah. Move Rob and Georgie and Gretel and Epiphany. And we have no one next to go.
I actually think it might be curtains for Stephen and Bernard, to be honest. I think that I think Stephen's going to be out with an injury, not because he eliminates himself, but because
we get another medevac.
No, but I reckon it's just going to cause them to be slow. Like, just cause them problems.
Well, at least he's not pulling a sickie like all the other ones. Gosh.
Oh, and look, Ellen, Mucky, if you think this is small, you should have seen what it looked like before. Thanks, Ellen. Thanks for the feedback. But as you can see, Ellen, now you can see it.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. So look how zoomed in Michelle is, you know. She's really...
Oh, because I'm relaxing.
She's relaxing.
Not that close. Jesus.
Honestly, the microaggressions that I experience on this live every week. Surprising I'm still here every week. Where do we put Aisha and Scott? What are they doing?
Leave them there. Leave them there.
Amazing Races.
I don't think anyone's lagging behind. No one's lagging behind. Why are they over there?
I think that Gretel and Epiphany are next to go.
Really?
Oh,
yeah.
Think? Really?
I think it's between them and the Curry brothers, but I reckon the Curry brothers skate on through. They pulled the Steve Bradbury.
Well, Ellen thinks, and Ellen has proven to be usually right. I honestly think Rob and Georgie, Gretel and Epiphany and the Currys will be the final three, which I don't think that's silly at all. So that would be sort of like, you know, final three. If we wanted to configure it like this, if we had 2 eliminations next week.
We're not having 2 eliminations.
No,
who are you kidding? There's 1 elimination next week. That's all they can afford. If they do 3 more weeks, like it's 6 more episodes.
Are we sure that? I guess we are on 9. Yeah. But, you know, maybe they'll just be like, look, we're done. Let's wrap this up. Let's.
Well, yeah. Look, Wiki's expecting 15, but that's because it was 15 last time. Maybe they're going to bring it down. Maybe
we get
week.
Michelle. Maybe we get Edge of Extinction, Amazing Race.
No one's coming back. It's not a COVID year.
See, they need to do that as a buffer. Here we go. Yes, there's 15 legs, 3 in Taiwan and 3 in Indonesia. So 6.
Didn't they just say last country, or did they say next country? I heard next. Someone's saying they said next. Someone's saying they said last country, like Bo said it. So I don't know. I'd have to rewind.
Well, look, I stand for. I think Stephen and Bernard are going to go next, so I'm going to put them in lagging behind, so I feel comfortable because I think they're the ones actually going. I don't think it will be.
Get Aisha up from the bottom. What is she doing down there?
And Luke and Scott. Stop being racist to the Kiwis, V. Gosh, get them out from next to go.
Luke and Scott aren't Kiwis.
No, I'm talking about Aisha and Scott. No. They were next to go.
This is what I want. This is what I want.
Okay, leave it like that. We'll let you have that.
Thank you. Right. Everyone's comfortable. Ellen, are you comfortable with this? No, I don't think you would be because it's. Oh, no, you got your Robin, your Georgie, and your Gretel.
I'm personally not comfortable. Why do we have lagging behind empty?
Because now we've only got 5 teams. We don't have to fill out every line.
Well, which one?
But we've got 5 teams and 4 spots, you know.
Well, which one? Which one?
Oh, look.
Which one?
Oh, yeah.
Look, that looks good, right? Although Luke and Scott, bless them, they've been lagging behind this whole time. But this was the one week they did not lag behind.
No. So we're in it, yeah.
They were in it. So, and Ellen mentions the face-off next week looks epic.
Yes.
There you go.
Love a face-off.
So I think we just need to keep a real close eye on Bo next week. And until he actually says the words, you're going home. No one's going home, in my opinion.
Of course.
Yeah.
But I don't think, like last week, I don't think we'd have 2 episodes without an elimination. That's silly. As a producer of this show.
It would have to be 1 elimination, 1 non-elim, and then, yeah.
So that means we're going into, so next week we've got 10 and 11. So we're going into episode 12 with 4 teams. Because don't they usually do 3 teams for the finales and it usually finishing on? Oh, Lord. It'll be interesting to see how they navigate this one.
Yeah.
Anyway, let me add my banners. But here we go. Hey, everyone, subscribe for Cheeky Naughty Times. What are those Cheeky Naughty Times, Mikey? I never did find out.
Well, it's just something cheeky or naughty that you've been up to throughout the week. You know, it doesn't have to be like the most scandalous thing you've ever done in your life. But what's something cheeky that you've been up to this week?
Okay, I know something.
Michelle's going to go on.
Yesterday, I went to Time Zone at my ripe old age with a couple of friends who are of similar age. One of which is my race partner. And we played the basketball game. You're supposed to have 3 balls. 3 balls. We had 6 balls because we commandeered them from the other places beside us, and we played the game with 6 balls. That's my naughty thing we did yesterday.
So you're saying that your naughty thing was you played with some balls and threw them into some naughty balls. Yeah. You grabbed some more that was
extras. Yeah, we needed extra
balls. Yeah.
Yeah.
3 ball.
Yeah. Johnny. How about you, V? What's been something cheeky or naughty that you've been up to? Same thing with you, Alan. Make sure you comment below. What's something cheeky or naughty you've been up to?
Well, I mean, I had to sing because I'm a giant nerd. I had to sing an Even song at the biggest cathedral in Adelaide, St. Peter's Cathedral. I sang an Even song and I faced the wrong way when something was happening with the cross, because I'm not used to doing Evensong. I was a ring in, and then I was standing this way, and I noticed everyone was standing that way, and I went, oh
no!
And so my cheeky naughty time was I apparently did not face the cross. I was thinking about what was happening next and how soon I could leave to get McDonald's. But
that is pretty cheeky.
I had a cheeky McDonald's large 6-nugget meal, which everyone says is not enough to fill a person up, but I disagree.
No, you need 9 nuggets. 6 isn't enough.
Nuggets.
Where are you getting 9 nuggets for? They only do 6 or 10
No, maybe it's 10. There used to be 9, but I think it's 10.
You can do 10. You can do 20, you can do 40.
Jesus.
As well. But in my old age, I get indigestion very quickly. So right now, 6 is my limit. I did used to, if I wanted to be really cheeky and naughty, I would go the 10er. And I would find it more satisfying, but the indigestion was not worth it. And that is since turning 40.
Wow.
Cheeky, naughty times. How about you, Mikey?
Yeah. Well,
you're 23. What did you do? It would have been fun.
Well, we've actually got a new manager, right, at work. And something that I love to do is I love to rage bait people, right? You know, Hamish Steak Zero, love him to bits, but I loved him so much because I could piss him off so easily, right? However, with my new manager, I can't piss her off so easily because she just genuinely doesn't understand what I'm trying to say, which then pisses me off. So it's almost like the watermelon thing. You recall that watermelon was a slingshot and they pull it back and then like it turns around and hits them back in the face. It's kind of like me. I'm like rage baiting myself. So for example, right, I came up to her and I was like, why do meteors always land in craters?
Did she actually answer you?
She was just like, I don't know. And I was like,
God, well, I mean, really?
We're like talking about it and stuff. And because I just love just like letting them cook, letting them think. Because normally people like, it was caused by the meteor. And I was like, well, how do you know? Were you there? You know, like I just love pulling that kind of stuff.
How else would it be called?
Another one that I like to do is why take a shower every single day when you can take 365 showers in one day and just get it over and done with? If you make $1 a day, by the end of the year, you have $365,000. And a personal favorite of mine that I really, I can see Michelle's head going. What the hell? My personal. All right, Michelle. Now I'm going to target you with this one, right?
Okay.
If you have 8 peanuts, can you share them with?
No, wait a minute.
People?
Are you supposed to say eaten, or are you supposed to say the number 8?
It's the number 8.
Okay.
So if you have 8 peanuts, can you share them with 20 people?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like without.
Yes, they don't have to be even.
Well, not everyone gets
one. Well, without chopping it up, right?
Not everyone gets one.
Yeah, you take a little bit of a bite and then you pass it on. You don't have to chop up.
No, 8 whole peanuts. Not like.
Oh, you didn't say this.
Yeah, but just some people don't get one.
Yeah. So can you share 8 whole peanuts with 20 people?
You can if some are allergic and don't want one. Yes.
No, everyone. See, this is part of the rage bait here. See, well, I'm trying to rage bait you.
I just want it to end.
No, trust me, it's a good one. It's a good one.
Holy
okay.
shit.
So Michelle, everyone can have the peanut. Okay, no one's allergic. You know, they can all have a peanut. Can you share 8 whole peanuts with 20 people?
Well, obviously, if everyone is supposed to get one peanut, do you want everyone to get one peanut?
Yes, everyone has to get one peanut.
Marky, we're losing viewers.
No, trust me. Trust me. No, trust me. Okay, so you can't, right? So how is it that we have 8 billion people, but there are only 365 days a year, which means that not everyone gets a birthday?
What?
Everyone gets a birthday because there isn't one person on one day.
Well, I mean, because everyone's got a birthday, right? And that is their one day. But there's 365 days, but 8 billion people. So not everyone has a birthday. Similar to how you can't share a whole peanut with someone.
But everyone does have a birthday.
But there's only 365 days.
Yeah, there's multiple people on one day.
Anyways, this is what conversations with Hamish are like, except he's saying the same answers as Michelle, but he's just screaming it at me. But with my new manager, she's not actually like she just doesn't understand it.
She doesn't understand.
The more I try to explain, the more I piss myself off trying to explain it.
I love it.
I love it. It's been a nightmare, but that's my chicken order time segment.
Quick.
Can't say we've gained 2 viewers since. Okay,
just a quick question, Mucky.
Ellen was leaving, and then she stayed on because she was so interesting.
I do have a question for you, Mucky. Do you want friends, or it doesn't bother you at this point?
Well, you see, I went to
walk life alone.
I went to Australia to find some friends. You know.
Did you find them with that story?
I don't know.
Peanut story.
Didn't bring up
the
peanuts.
I really didn't. No.
Anyway, follow our Instagram if you dare.
At Mark Hill Productions.
Yeah. And Spotify.
Spotify. Yeah.
Yeah.
Now, we do have some great things coming up, don't we, for the podcast? What's happening on Friday? Yes.
So we're talking Survivor 49, and my catchphrase for this is the season we're pretending to care about before 50 happens. Yeah. And Drew is doing a marvelous job of pretending to care about it. He's doing very, very well. So join us at between 11 and midday Australian Eastern Standard Time, which is, I think, 9:30 Eastern Standard Time for anyone in the US, to talk about the wonderful irrelevant season that is season 49. But it is great. Yeah. First episode was terrific, so that's already up. And we've got we're having thoughts about Australian Survivor, aren't we, Mucky?
Yes, we do. We've got a couple cheeky videos coming up. One I recently recorded with Useless about everything you need to know with the new season coming up of Survivor Redemption, or Revenge and Redemption, depending which one actually is. Is Revention, Survivor Revention. And plus as well, just something a little bit down the road, Michelle, Richard, and Survivor Twist and I all got together to make our own Australia vs. the World 2 fan cast. We literally went international for this one. I'm so excited to release it. We'll be coming out soon. And not a lot of people know about this, but we do have a very special project coming up as well, which I haven't even told Michelle about this yet. So that's how special it is.
I can't remember what it is, so I'll be excited as well.
Yeah.
I do like this point. Did we say this? Mucky is like my granddad. He never stops yapping. I think Mucky is really everyone's granddad. He's everyone's granddad.
See, I can't wait. I can't wait to get really old and just stop all the lines at all the different retail stores just to share life stories.
Don't wait till you're old. Just do it now. But the good thing is, if you subscribe to this channel, you'll see Mucky yapping about the shows that you love, like Australian Survivor and V, and Drew, and Michelle, Australian Survivor, The Amazing Race, The Traitors, American Survivor, Traitors from other places, all sorts of things. Squid Game.
Okay. Squid Game. So
if you subscribe, the yapping will never end. If that's what you want.
Very good.
Endless yapping. Anyway, I think that's everything. Have a good week, and let's watch how the producers at The Amazing Race navigate the train wreck that is The Amazing Race with all the people needing to drop out. Yeah. So until then, next Wednesday? No, not next Wednesday. Yes, next Wednesday night. Have a good week, everyone. All right, bye.